Hi guys, so welcome to this video, and in this video we'll be looking into a concept called closure in JavaScript. We'll be learning it through an example, and we will be looking into a question which has a chance to appear in any one of your interviews. So let's begin our session. Welcome to my channel, AXSpace. So when you get a question, say like, what do you know about closure in a JavaScript? The first thing that will come to your mind is to say like, it's a function inside a function. But there is a small thing to be added to that, which uses a parent scope as well. Now let's go ahead and see this concept in action. I have got a sample app setup already done. It's serving in 5500, and here we have a text input in which I can enter a number value, and on a key press of enter I need to show an incremented value, increment by 1. Now let's go in and write our increment closure function. So we'll be writing variable increment function, and inside which we'll be declaring a variable, giving it as value 1, and in our closure function add function in return the incremented value, and return our closure function, close the bracket, okay, and then a variable declaration, and okay. So now let's use our closure function. So for that we will be going into our inner HTML place and writing in add to with function bracket, inside which we'll be parsing the integer, passing it to integer value, parse int event dot src element dot value. Now let's go ahead and see our code in action. We'll be going to our browser and entering say value 2, press enter. Yep, we got our incremented value. So how does this work? How does our closure actually works? To check how our closure actually works, we can actually put debugger points in our Chrome developer console, and we have debugger points in the return of the closure function as well. So let's go ahead and type a value, say 4, press enter. So when we press enter, what happens is like it comes into the change check event, which in turn calls the add to function. Add to function is actually our function declaration increment done already, which is returning the closure function itself. So if we hover over our input value, we will see that our value is 4. It is getting parsed and fed to our increment function, inside which if we go inside our closure function, we will see that it is taking two values. One is inner value, which is what we are giving it from our change check event, and one is the parent scope value, which is 1. Since the closure function is the one which is returned from the increment function, closure function will be the one which will straight away be executed when we call add to. So let's go ahead and see what our output will be. So it is 5. So this is probably the easiest and the simplest example which you can give to a person who asks you about a closure. So it's time for the question of the day. So my question is, from the code which I have just showed you, can you develop a code which will return 75% of any value given as input using closure? So if you are up for the task, just pause the video right now and go in to your workspace, do your calculation, do your coding, and when you are ready, just play this video and I will show you the code. So I hope you guys have tried this question. Just a head start, like there can be multiple ways that the solution can be achieved. So let's go in and check the code. So here is my code, and if you see, I have made a function, so my main function, to accept a variable and pass it to the closure function. With that being said, I did a bit fancy with my code and made two functions to actually give me 75% and 95% value. So if you see, I have two functions written here, get 75% each and get 95% each. So when we see our code in action and we enter values for the easiest one, 100, and then press enter, we will get the values 75 and 95. So that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this video and learn a few things about Closure. I'm planning to put in lots of exercises like this. So do subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you.